Well, hey, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I got my Wawa coffee this morning and I threw my collagen in it and mixed it up. But I'm hanging out at home. I was running around so much this morning, getting some stuff done. But I shared a little TikTok and I wanted to just go into depth with it over here. So this one wasn't about my neighbors. This was actually about not our first house, not our second house, our third house. We're in our fourth now. So in our third home, the most craziest things happened to the point where we had to have the church come and bless the house. So anyway, 2 weeks after we moved in, I am standing at my kitchen island, which had my stove in it, and it overlooked my kitchen table area. So I'm cooking, I'm at the stove, I'm cooking dinner in our new house, trying to get things settled. And my little daughter, who was then 3, she was just 3 years old. She's sitting at the table and she had an empty chair next to her, all the empty chairs. She's just sitting at the table herself and I'm cooking. And she says, "Mommy, is the boy staying for dinner?" And I said, she's 3. "What boy?" And she pointed all scary and she looked with her eyes big. "That boy." There was no boy there. There was no boy there. So I was like, well, that's weird. She had already been saying in the house before that, there was a guy in her room. She would scream about this guy in her room. And it was, freaky. And we thought maybe it was the previous owner. We had bought it from a couple that were elderly and had passed away. We bought it as an estate from the children. So we thought it was the man that owned the house before. Now we're in this new house and she's seeing a kid, a boy. So, I thought it was weird. We let it go, told, nobody, because we don't want to look like the weirdos. I just share it all now because it's just out of control. But we ended up that winter having a Super Bowl party. So we had a bunch of our friends over, a bunch of kids, but they were all a group of friends from elementary school. They all knew each other. Everybody knew every kid. So we're, tons of people in the kitchen, living room, watching the game. The kids were playing in the basement. And this started happening over and over as kids would come over. We had a very big basement in this house. It was like a maze. It was very strange. It was, you walk down the steps into the basement and there was a room. And then there was a door into another room. And then there was a door into a hallway and a bathroom, another bedroom, another kitchen area, another living room, and then like the room where the oil burner was and stuff like that. So it was a big, huge basement with different rooms. And that other half, like you go down the stairs into the basement area, and there was that one room that we just had like some storagey stuff. And then there was a door going into the other side, which was a whole big apartment that we did not use as an apartment. So the next room was a playroom and the kids would go down there and play toys. They'd go in the other living room and watch TV. And so it started happening more and more often. The kids would go down there and then the door would close and lock them in. And constantly they would be screaming and screaming, but we couldn't hear them from upstairs. Then there was an exit to go outside. Then they'd have to come outside, go all the way around the house, come back in. And they kept saying, "We keep getting locked in." And I had to I was like, "Do not lock each other in." And they swear for all the years that we lived there. And even now, nobody touched the door. They keep saying, "Nobody touched the door. Nobody hit the lock." So they kept getting locked in there. And I just thought they were being kids, that they were locking each other in. I don't know. But the next day, after the Super Bowl party, I get a phone call. And it was from one of the moms that was there that day. And she says, "I didn't want to scare you, but I saw a little boy in your kitchen." And what she meant was she saw a little ghost boy because she knew it wasn't one of the boys at the party. So I said, okay, where did you see him? And where she explained that she saw him was right behind the chair that Juliana saw him in. That same boy that she saw sitting there just a few months before. So how crazy was that? That was insane. So I will be sharing some more videos on things that happened while we lived in that house. And we ended up moving into this house. And I don't think we're ever leaving because, knock on wood, knock on wood, it's good. But we have, tons more stories. So make sure if you want to hear more, hit the subscribe button. I will be coming back on with another video on crazy neighbors. And make sure to follow me over on TikTok if you want some of the little ones. So hope you're having a great day. Drink your collagen. The link is in my bio on my TikTok, which is the same name as this. If you can't find it, if you want some information, please reach out to me. I have multiple autoimmune diseases, Hashimoto's, rheumatoid arthritis, and Sjogren's syndrome, and I have been off all of medication, just taking natural supplements. So if you have any questions on that, please reach out to me, and I am happy to help you. Have a great day. See y'all soon.